Robin.
That's crazy. He has a lot to say then. We're learning William Shatner has written 30 books. That's not normal.
He has a book called Shatner Rules, which he's promoting.
Yep.
And I wish I would have put more, because we had Duff yesterday, so I read his instead of Shatner's. Because Shatner's is just kind of humorous. And it's fucking great, man. He's a funny dude. William Shatner's a really funny guy.
Oh, he's been great on our show over the years. Speaking of funny dudes, I forgot to mention that Jim Jeffries will be in today.
What?
And John Ratzenberger?
Tomorrow. Ratzenberger's tomorrow.
Who is he?
He was from Cheers.
That's Cliff Clavin.
Oh, Cliff is coming in?
Yeah.
Cliff Clavin.
I don't acknowledge him as John. It's Cliff.
Right, Danny? That's tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, it is. It is. I just didn't recognize the name. It's Cliff.
I'm gonna, as soon as he walks up, I'm gonna go, where's your mailbag? What are you delivering the letters?
And then E-Rock has to tell me Toy Story 2 as well. I was going to say 2. Yeah, but I don't acknowledge those guys. They're just voices to me.
Yeah, boy, those voices, they made some bucks.
Oh, Pixar, right? Wasn't that a Steve Jobs thing, too?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, guy was all up in that shit, too, yo.
Yeah, we're mourning the passing of Steve Jobs today on our show at the age
How
of
are you
56.
mourning the passing?
Well,
what are you doing to
I was just in the
commemorate?
bathroom with Jim Norton, and he's very bothered by the fact that Steve Jobs is dead at the age of 56.
Yeah.
And he said it's going to bug him for a month.
It's going to bug me for a month because he had everything. He was the most respected tech guy on the planet. He's worth $8 billion. He can afford any, and nothing fucking meant anything. It's all irrelevant that he couldn't stop that. It's frightening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you try to eat healthy, you try to do this and that, but if you get cancer of the pancreas, you're fucking cooked. End of story.
But maybe he wasn't eating healthy.
Maybe not, but I mean, still, with 8.3 billion, you figure you could, whatever is wrong, you could fix it.
Maybe he had isotopes for breakfast.
He ate paint chips.
We're assuming a lot. Maybe he just he thought, nothing could touch me.
Yeah. He did go through a little chubby phase, didn't he?
He did. That could have started some shit going on. Fucking Kevin Cronin is 60 today.
Who's that?
Really?
What the
From
fuck?
REO Speedwagon.
All the like rock groups we kind of grew up with, they're all now in their 60s.
They're all oldies.
REO Speedwagon?
Yeah.
Here's a little late in the world first.
You think?
A little late in the world first.
I tuned in and watched that the documentary Old Puddinhead. Actually, it was called George Harrison.
Oh.
I guess HBO's running that, right? That Scorsese did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't even realize it, but I'm watching it and just thinking this is really well done. I was thinking, wow, a lot of work went into this fucking documentary. And then I was like, oh, fuck, Scorsese did it. Okay.
Putting jokes.
The funny part is to me that, this is what this show is. It was comfortable. Anthony said old Puddinhead, George Harrison, and, we all just went, all right. Nobody thought, that's repulsive. You just said that. Old Puddinhead.
Old Puddinhead.
You're jerks.
That is. We really are just assholes.
We're looking at 2 Steve Jobs pictures.
Yeah.
And cancer makes some people look better.
Yep.
Why? I don't know. You kind of look plump and kind of fun in that one.
He had kind of chubby face in the picture on the right, but, he had some nice cheekbones and a sculptured face there.
Well, I don't know. That's a little...
It's like Dr. Steve in the top right. Without the
without the boredom.
Yeah. Put your music and just carry it around. I had a similar idea, but it was with your books, and you carried a big box of books and read them. It just didn't catch on. I called it I Read. People threw things at me. And the MacBook. I said you should make a computer the size of a small book, but make it weigh as much as a regular computer. Jim's really bothered with this impression.
Jesus Christ.
I look at it like Chris does in Maine, Jim Norton. Jobs got cancer in 2003. The $8 billion bought him 8 years at least.
Yeah.
Because he had that type of cancer that should have knocked him out quick, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but still, you
And he
can't
got a
stop
good
it.
solid 8 years out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because he got shit that me and you will never get if, God forbid, we get that shit.
No.
I believe that. I believe some of the privileged out there get special shit they don't want to give to regular people.
But anybody that believes the Illuminati or all these fucking people that are getting together and doing this and controlling the world, nobody had more juice than Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
He fucking was Apple. Nobody had more juice than this guy.
Apple juice.
Yeah, he was all of a sudden a bunch of seeds or something. I'm like, what's he wearing, the Johnny Appleseed hat? But I mean, of all the technological things, he was a hacker. He understood computers. No one, it's like anything they can do at the Bilderberg Group he could find out about.
Yeah.
Nothing. 56, he's dead.
Right.
Couldn't stop it. Where's all the secret technology and secret medical stuff that people have?
Right.
When this fucking genius couldn't stop.
Maybe all those people wanted him dead.
Ah, right. Because it's true. They didn't like the 4S.
Yeah, that 4S.
Hey.
That did it. That was the nail in his coffin.
Speaking of the Illuminati, why the fuck are we putting our money in banks at this point? It doesn't make sense. My bank is adding new charges for checking accounts and all sorts of shit.
I know.
For using your debit card.
For
I know
using your
Bank of
debit
America has
card,
been now they're going to start charging people for using their debit card, like
Even at Bank of America's?
Not to withdraw money and stuff like that.
Bank
If you
of
go to
America.
let's say you go to the store,
Fucking piece
and
of
you slide your card, your little Bank of America card, and you even use it as a credit card, debit or credit card. They're going to charge you a fee for that.
What fucking scumbags.
So why do we even have our money in the bank? I'm not getting any fucking interest.
Because it's not real money.
And you can't be robbed.
It's just numbers.
That way. You can't be robbed that way, and also you can't lose it in a fire. I mean, honestly, this is why. And it's also, regular money doesn't collect interest when it's in cash, and it stays the same. That's the thinking without investing.
My money's barely making money in the bank.
Do you invest it, all right?
Yeah, but that's shitty right now. I might get a storage bin.
Just a big storage bin, dump the money in there.
Yeah. If they could guarantee...
Might as well do that.
They're not going to have a fire anytime soon.
Well, they can't. That's the problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Get a fucking,
A safe?
I want to get a safe just for stuff that I really value, not even with a lock on it, just so it doesn't burn.
I got a safe, and I don't know the combination. I lost the combination of this stuff in there. I'm fucked.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't know what the combination is. I really don't.
What's in there?
Stuff. I'd rather not say, but there's stuff.
What, hard drives?
Hard drives and whatnot. And I don't know the combination. It's nailed to the floor. It's like it would be impossible to get out of there.
Wow.
But I got to get my stuff out of there eventually.
Yeah, you need a safe cracker.
Yeah,
and
maybe some safe cheese.
I swear to you, I don't even know who to call to get the combination from. It's just one of those things.
Try somebody with a hyphenated Spanish name. Fucking 5 minutes to your next to it.
You get a locksmith. They figure that shit out.
They'll figure it out for me?
Yeah.
You'll ruin the safe, man. They probably have to drill through
Who
it.
cares?
No, they're pretty good with, like, being able to take shit apart. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occupy Wall Street. So the numbers are growing, and they had a big day down there yesterday. That would have been all over the fucking news, but Steve Jobs kind of knocked that to the back page a little bit.
We may have
man.
firsthand information on this Wall Street protest.
Yeah, there's an intern, I guess, or something. I think he's an intern. I think
Yes,
we got
bless
interns
you.
back, right?
Yes.
But I'm too scared to talk to them because people get in trouble when we talk to interns.
Well,
this
it's not
guy's
so much
running down
talking.
the hall.
It's,
I would like to hear what he has to say about the...
what is this guy?
Huh? He's been to Occupy Wall Street every
That
day.
guy?
He stayed there last night.
He stayed there last night. He's there every day.
Let's talk to him.
So you got one of the people you hate working for you, sir.
I thought he looked
If he walks in, he's going to be What?
Why?
Who told you to walk in?
I had asked him before. I'm like, maybe we'll talk to you.
We'll get to you in a minute there, sir.
Oh.
No, because Ant's got his whole thing here, and then we'll get his point of view.
Sure.
It'll be tough to give your point of view if he's.
I thought he looked like a
his...
filthy fucking hippie. Cocksucker.
This is the youth, man.
People.
This is the youth.
Oh,
There's a lot of guys like him.
The youth is stupid.
They have their cause too, man.
Let me tell you about
their generation.
Their cause.
Yeah.
Like I said before, what's the end game? I know they have their list of demands, which I have read, and it's like this just rambling fucking. It's a rambling list of things that cannot really be achieved without the complete downfall of the nation.
Well,
now if that's what you're gunning for, fine. I'm with it, as long as you got an end game. But so they're going to march around and go from one area to another and get people from unions involved because the union people are just using the fact that the press is there for their own purpose.
Can I answer your first question?
Yeah.
They're not organized yet. There's just a lot of young people out there that are very frustrated they're not getting jobs.
So what's the
jobs?
Getting jobs? They're not looking for fucking jobs.
So they are down there and they're starting to organize. They didn't even really know what the end game is, but they're hoping they figure it out.
Organize. So some fucking amazing leadership is going to come out of this, and say, here's what we got to do to get what we want, which is, by the way. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. We want the corruption to stop, and that really? Well, go back fucking 100 years and
well, saying
figure it out.
Saying they want to get rid of capitalism obviously is insane.
It's silly.
We know that.
There's plenty of those idiots.
But there's
down
a lot
there.
of people that are very upset.
Communists, socialists, and fucking just people that are there for the party.
Well, there might be some that are coming from other areas to hook up and stuff, sure. There's a little of that going on.
I don't know what their end game is. And here's the deal. Yeah, they're not organized yet, so they're starting to get organized. There's more people
Well, they're
showing
trying
up.
to. I don't even know if they'll ever get organized, but that's certainly what they're hoping for.
But here's the deal. The fucking city has been very patient and can't just allow this to keep going on. The police have to be given the go-ahead here to really start clearing these fucking people out because they're going to start losing control, like they did last night a little bit. There was I heard some head cracking that went on, some macing
last night
that went on. But you know, if the police have to say please and thank you at every step, and Jimmy just talked out his tiny hole.
I get nervous.
If they have to say please and thank you, and fucking everyone gets their camera phone up whenever the cop is trying to keep the crowd.
Yeah,
off
but now the cops
streets.
are lifting up their flips.
Oh yeah, and they got video cameras and stuff.
I saw cops that their whole job is to just film.
Yeah,
Did you see those pictures?
Yeah, just video the whole thing.
Guys that's their whole job down there is to videotape.
They don't want to get fucked.
Right.
Yeah. But it's the police are really going to have to take control and return the city to a point where Lower Manhattan can operate smoothly, because they let it get too far by sitting on their asses. And I'm not talking about the cops. I'm talking about the people that tell the cops what to do. Mm-hmm. When they have a park and they're in the park, man, we're going to do this. You got to bust them up. You can't let them gather around too long.
But here's why I kind of like them. Even though your assessment of them I agree with. And fucking with the cops also makes me sick.
Yeah.
But they're the only people who have struck back or are trying to at these fucking pieces of garbage.
What? But they're lumping everyone in with the pieces of garbage.
But at least they're trying
you're
to
lumped
do
in with
something.
That, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're lumped in with the pieces.
At least they're trying to do something. I'm not saying
what's something though.
What
is it?
I don't know. But they're frustrated. And if I had the guts to do what I would love to do to the people who steal like that, I'd be in prison.
I can't
at least
imagine
they're doing something.
I can't imagine graduating from college right now and getting a real fucking job. I can't imagine that at all. And these fucking kids, are in debt. A lot of debt.
They're fucking going to school. That's what happens.
School is stupid at this point. We've talked about it on our show. The cost of going to college doesn't make sense anymore to most people.
Then fucking go to work. Then fucking get yourself a goddamn trade job or something. What the fuck? Oh, is this kid angry? Look at him.
That's it. We need to bring production back to America.
Uh-huh. All right, I agree with that.
And the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
And the fractional banking system. When you invest $100 in a bank, they multiply that by 9 and they send it out 9 different ways. They don't just make money on the initial investment, they make it 9 times the initial investment.
Okay.
That's fake money that they printed out of thin air.
Yeah.
Fiat money. It's a fiat currency. Ones and zeros. 1913, this country died. When we adopted the central bank.
But it was 65, 1865.
We used to be able in 1913 to walk into a bank and redeem our dollars with gold. Can we do that anymore? No. What's the price of gold now? Almost $2,000. It's gone up $600 an ounce this year.
Keep rising.
And it's going to keep
He's
rising
obviously a Ron Paul
as long
fan.
as we
At least he knows
bailouts.
He's screaming about everything.
Quantitative easing, as long as our government keeps spending our money. Every dollar the government takes
Can you pause for
in
1 second?
federal taxation.
Yeah.
All right. But what he's yelling though is not, even whether people don't agree with it or agree with it. At least it's not complete nonsense. At least it's based in look. He has an opinion. He doesn't
Well, at
like
least
this.
he's got an agenda that's 8,000 things long.
But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's,
What does he want?
I don't
I don't
know.
know what he wants. That's just it.
Why
What
does
do
it-
they fucking want?
Why does this bother you so much?
Because
It
it's
doesn't
fucking,
affect you in the end.
he wants to end the
Nah,
Federal
it does,
Federal
believe me.
Reserve.
But why does it bother you? Seriously.
Because I don't like people that
Stop right there.
I don't like people. You're right. You're absolutely right. No, because a lot of these, maybe not him necessarily. He's just, to me, that he's rambling on about problems that are going on in this country. Yes, but what's your answer? What's your fucking answer? What do you want? When will you leave Wall Street being satisfied with something that was then given to you? One of your demands. What is it? What do they want to happen before they go, okay, everyone wrap it up, we won? What do they want? A complete breakdown of the banking system? Wall Street to go away? What do they want?
Well, let's ask the kid. We have a guy that works for us as an intern.
yeah.
That's there every day.
Every ding dong day.
Yeah. What's his name even? Do we know his name? Matt?
And this redistribution of wealth thing, I don't like that. And by the way, the unions are down there supporting this protest. And this guy is talking about bringing jobs back to the United States and making things in this country. How about the fact that the unions are charging so much money in labor that no one can afford to buy American shit anymore?
And that fucking one union, what a union is it? The culinary union is keeping UFC out of New York because they don't like the way something's being done by the people who own UFC in
Exactly.
Vegas. I can't stomach them either.
So it's the unions went down there. They brought the numbers way up. So it looked good. There was a lot more people.
It was a big
down
day.
there.
It was a big day for
But
Wall Street.
what that guy
The
was
Occupy
just
Wall Street.
preaching is completely contradictory to what the unions are fucking asking for. So you got two separate fucking groups down there under the guise that it's we're working
one.
together and we're all one on this thing. But that guy made a lot of sense when he was talking about bringing jobs to back to America, bring innovation back to this country, and keeping the jobs here. But then you got the unions where you got a guy that's turning a wrench for fucking $75 an hour. How much do you think that product is going to cost when it spits out the other end of the factory? It's going to cost so much that no one buys it. The company goes fucking bankrupt because the unions strike and he can't hire his scab labor. And then the job goes, or the guy just goes, hey, fuck you all. I'm going to South America.
That is what's hard about capitalism, though. And I'm not shitting on capitalism, but it is designed where
It's designed for competition, first of all, but you can't compete when the unions are running the companies and saying you have to pay us this much. And then a guy will open up another factory and go, all right, look, hey, I'm not union. I can make this shit for a lot cheaper. And then the union comes and pulls their mob tactics on that guy so he can't do business.
Well, let's say that
Wonderful.
Let's say that they come out and they just want to pay whatever they want to pay. Let's say there's no minimum wage and they want to pay what they want to pay.
Yeah.
All they're going to do is hire laborers who will work for literally $2 an hour, and there are people desperate enough to do that. Then what happens? They will. Like, the problem is companies will never pay. Look what happens in certain situations, like when you don't have the pushback. When is the last time a major company was just fair with you and gave you a little bit of a raise or a little bit of a bump because it's the right thing to do? When's the last time these scumbag airlines fucking took away a fuel charge that they added when the fuel cost was high, then the fuel cost goes down? Not once did they reduce it. So they don't treat us fairly either.
But let me tell you something. The American way that business has worked over the years. If you get a guy that's running a company and he hires $2 an hour workers to make the products so he can sell them and make more profit, or sell them even for cheaper. The American people will be like, wow, This guy puts out shit because you're not going to get good fucking employees for $2 an hour. Now you get another guy that makes the same product and he hires people at a higher wage and they do a better job. Now they're putting out a better quality product, so people are buying that product. It's not a fucking $75 an hour to turn a wrench guy, but it's not $2 an hour guy either. It's somewhere in the middle where it's a fair price and they're making a good product and the American people are now buying it because it's a good quality product. What's wrong with that? It's called capitalist competition. It's called competition.
Perfect sense. But
Yeah.
I do not think that they will ever be fair with you if they don't have to be.
So mob tactics work better, where a union comes in and extorts the money from the guy that owns the company.
I completely agree that unions have overextended. But the point is, with something like, just dealing with the bank, I have a decent amount of money in the bank. I paid my mortgage. I did the right thing.
$20-30?
The amount of, almost, I took it out for,
I hear you.
friend address.
Yeah.
But the amount of interest that they charge and the amount of interest they pay, they're fucking executable.
Oh, they're killing us.
It's completely unfair.
They're
It's
killing
completely unbalanced. Where's the fairness? Where's the idea of being fair or of doing right? There's none of it. There's none of it. All they understand is absolute violence. It's the only thing they do.
What's the interest for a basic savings account now?
What
are we down
non-existent.
to?
Dude, I had...
What's it down to?
For years, I have a CD.
0.5%.
It was worth
0.5%.
41 grand. And I think I made $200 and something in interest last year or something. I took it out. I told the Bank of America, you're despicable people.
There's nothing there for...
Why?
They don't
Why
care.
is there no, they don't, of course they don't
ridiculous.
care. I'm not going to hurt the Bank of America.
No, I know. It's just amazing, though. So you're not. So you're against the unions in general now, Ant, or you? Well,
Yeah,
what?
I really, I'm not a fan.
You start
of
out
these,
as a union guy.
I'm not a fan of these unions that extort money from the companies and force them to either go overseas with their labor or force them out of business.
I agree with you there.
Talk to Matt. He's one of the faces of the Occupy Wall Street.
Man, how you
movement.
doing, man?
And he now
hashtag.
And now he's an intern with the Opie and
Occupy.
Anthony show.
Yes, well, occupy the seat and occupy the mic. And
thank you.
What's the end game?
Well,
down
first of all,
there?
Matt, how old are you?
24.
And 24. Jesus, and you're interning at 24?
Yeah.
Where'd you graduate from?
I didn't graduate.
All right.
Where are you going to school?
Buffalo.
You want to get into radio?
Shouldn't you be in school now?
Well, I'm down here.
See? Down here for the cause.
You left school?
I did. I signed up for a class so I could do this, but that's it.
Oh. Yeah, that's nice.
So
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
you're,
all in.
Help.
Cool.
So you're down at Wall Street every night?
I've been going every day since Friday. I slept there last night.
He has a good voice, by the way,
Lot of
for
chicks.
fucking radio.
Yeah, you got a
You
good
have
radio,
radio
voice.
voice.
Thank you.
Chicks down there? That's why.
Yes, there actually are
see?
some.
That's why.
I fingered a hippie chick the other
That's
night.
nice. See?
She,
That's
it was-
fucking
She had
occupy
a
her
very
vagina.
smelly-
Of course she was. She's a hippie
Oh, of course.
She's a hippie sleeping on fucking Bank Street. Of course she's a fucking pussy smoker.
Nothing wrong with occupying a vagina.
No, there's nothing wrong
You
with
can't
that.
hate everything. What's wrong
Right.
with you? You could understand that.
Oh,
can't
exactly.
You? Okay,
Hashtag
all right.
occupy her mouth with my dick.
There's this one chick that she wears just like blankets, and she goes around just hugging everybody.
Yeah.
Just for no reason.
She fat or she
Very,
don't?
No, she's pretty cute.
Very hippie-ish thing going on
Well,
down
there's
there.
some hippies down
Yeah.
there.
They're
Modern day
good-looking
hippies.
ones,
Well,
yeah.
that's good. What's the end game down there? What I
are you-
understand
what are you
what
seeing
people
down-
are mad at.
What are you seeing down
I
there?
understand what people are mad at. But what needs to happen for everybody to go, well, we can leave now. We won.
There is no end game.
Yeah?
It's I mean, when hippies look at like Woodstock, when hippies go to a place, they tend not to leave.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's going on. But the great thing about this protest is it means something different to everyone that's down there.
Yeah.
Like for some people, people come with the unions and it's about getting better pay and getting better benefits, 4-day work week. Other people, it's about other people, it's about the system, just going against the system, about the Fed. I mean, Anthony, do you know what the Federal Reserve is?
Yeah. It's that bank thing that kind of dictates everything that involves money, and
But-
it's not really a government agency. Either.
Exactly. It's a private. It's
Yeah.
a cartel of private banks.
Yep.
So, do you know where your personal income tax goes? All of your personal income tax goes to paying off interest. The government borrows all of its money from the private banks, which is the Fed. And then all of your income tax, your private income tax, personal income tax, goes to pay off that interest. So it's a big scam, essentially, because the government could just print its own money. But the last two presidents that tried to print their own money, Lincoln and Kennedy, were shot.
Oh.
I don't believe in that tie-in,
Wow.
but the interesting point about the Federal Reserve is, you know, I don't know how right he is, but I don't believe the Kennedy tie-in, unless Oswald did it for that reason.
What's
Maybe Oswald did it.
what's the Kennedy tie-in? Because
Lincoln had a little bit of baggage himself.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that was
Wouldn't wanna lay
supposedly
a
why
shot
they
into
were
that
both
dumb
shot.
hat.
Huh?
Supposedly that's why they were both shot. Lincoln, he tried to print greenbacks, they were called, and it was interest-free money. And Kennedy also had the same idea. And also with Kennedy, there was a plan to supposedly use to instigate a war with Cuba in order to bring the Russians in and have an actual like war instead of the Cold War. And Kennedy went against it, and supposedly that's also why he was shot.
Yeah, I've heard that too, where they think he cut a deal with Khrushchev over the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Well, he did cut a deal about missiles in Turkey,
but I mean
too.
that was the whole.
But that wasn't it.
I don't know if I buy that.
Let me ask you, Matt.
I think it's a lot simpler.
You're,
But
you're 24. Is your friends getting jobs out there? I mean, what's the whole vibe? I don't know. We're
I
way
mean,
older than you.
it's tough. I mean, you go to school, you know, you rack up 60 grand in debt, and as long as the great thing is there's loopholes. So as long as you don't make enough money, you don't actually have to start paying off your loans. But eventually, you know, if you do get a job and you do make money, you got to start paying them off. And the interest, it's usually 6% now for student loans. So you're going to end up paying
Forever.
It's indentured servitude. So basically, it used to be in America, you know, the American dream is you get married, you buy a house. So the house, that's what made you an indentured servant to the system, because you work your whole life to pay off the house. Now it starts earlier. You work your whole life to pay off student loans. And then maybe eventually, if you're lucky enough, you get to buy a house.
Now let me ask you too about the Federal Reserve, because Ron Paul rails about the Federal Reserve, and now that came about what year? In the early 1900s? Was it 1913? Like that guy was saying on.
I don't know, but I think so. Yeah.
Around there. And what was the purpose of it? Was it because the country was in such financial trouble, we had to secure money somehow? What was the purpose of it?
The purpose of it was to make money for J.P. Morgan and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. And
What was the purpose that they gave, though? I mean, they wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, they wouldn't just say that's why we're doing it.
We'd like to make a few more dollars. Well, by all means.
Yeah, that's where the conspiracy thing comes into play. What were they
That's
telling
not crazy, though. What he said.
I know, but what were they telling the American people back then?
I think they said that that it was necessary because they needed to print more money to stimulate the economy. It's the same thing they do now when after we come out of a recession, they say, oh, we got to print more money. That'll stimulate the economy. And of course, you know, when you print more money, you get more inflation, so it's actually working against itself because then your money's worth less.
So you're down there for the party, but you're also
Yeah.
But you got your thoughts
down there
together.
to diddle chicks.
At least he's
He's
honest.
down there to diddle chicks. Yet if a camera comes up and puts it in his face, he can ramble about
But
something.
if you're 24, of course you could do both. You could finger a girl and have a cause.
Oh yeah, I got no problem with that.
I'm 43, and I would do the same thing he did, except I'm too lazy to go to Wall Street, and I pay to get jerked off. Jimmy, and I don't know what the Federal Reserve is. There's no difference.
Don't be surprised if you see Jimmy down there if he knows that these chicks are that easy.
If I'm not wearing deodorant, I love a chick with good smelling underarms.
No one's wearing deodorant.
Jimmy's gonna paint up his sign tonight.
Yeah. Hell no, I won't go, whatever it means.
Yes.
I would howl if I turn on the TV and there's Jim.
Yeah.
Knowing why he's really down there.
Yeah. And the fucking Stretch Factory, November 3, 4, 5 of this year is where it's all happening.
Yelling plugs out.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Improv or death.
What do you say to Anthony that says that you guys don't have an end game and all that?
Well, I think he's
Which,
right. We
he is
really
right
don't.
about that.
Yeah, it's like,
But see, this, I know.
how does it end?
I just know there's something going on out there that just doesn't seem right. I don't know
last
how
night-
it plays out in the end. I have no fucking idea.
It is starting to escalate. Like last night was different than any other night. There were normally there were maybe 500-600 of us a night. There were thousands last night.
Wait, there's 500 or 600 a night now?
Yeah, staying permanently. But last night during the march, there was 15, maybe 20,000 people at this march from like 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. And then, just at like 11 o'clock midnight, there's still thousands of people hanging out. So NYPD brought in, other nights, maybe they had a couple, like 150 cops. There were probably 600-700 cops surrounding us last night, and they brought in a lot more barricades, and they barricaded off the whole area. Mm-hmm. So,
and the city is starting to say, we can't afford this.
Yeah,
we can't afford to have our guys down there every day.
And it was escalating last night, where there were some confrontations, like at the home base between.
Matt, can you be honest?
Yes.
The cops in general are being cool, right?
Few of them were being dicks last night. They
sure, a few of the protesters were being dicks too.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
are some of the protesters being dicks?
I heard that barricades were being thrown.
That is true. Barricades were knocked over when they marched to Wall Street. But there was a drum circle going on. This goes on every night.
I love a good drum circle.
Oh, it's great.
I hate to admit it,
it's great.
I
hope nude.
Not nude.
I don't like a drum circle. I hate to differ.
A nice bongo fucking drum circle. That's all right, man.
It's great. And it just goes on for hours.
They set up in Central Park on Sundays, and I've been known to just kind of hang out and check it out.
Really? A bunch of people doing bongos?
Yeah.
I would rather put on a cracker outfit and get jerked off on by 300 people than fucking watch bongos.
They get a nice beat going.
They made some rule, like they made some agreement that at 10 o'clock there's no more music allowed, and a lot of people didn't know this. So as soon as the clock struck 10 and the drum circle was going on, a lieutenant or whatever, with his white uniform and his hat, he came in with his megaphone. He said, I'm da-da-da from NYPD. This is unnecessary and excessive noise. You guys got to stop. This is your one warning. Of course, I was, fuck you, man. Fuck the police, da-da-da. And we were all like, shut up, shut the fuck up. And then he's like, all right, this is your last warning. And next person to play the drum is getting arrested, right? So they walk away. There's this guy in a wheelchair. And he has literally no arms. He has like little hooks for arms. He's like a little cripple, right? And this guy, I swear to God,
I'll say he's a lot crippled.
This guy, he takes his hook and he bangs a drum. The lieutenant comes right in, arrests him. They wheel him off.
Good, fair. The guy was being a dick,
and he was warned.
Yeah, you want equal treatment.
He was warned.
The handcuffs just keep sliding off.
Exactly. Put a magnet in his back and he can't move.
I gotta say, Matt's making a good first impression. Yeah, how are you affording to go down there every night?
Well, it's free. I mean,
no, I know, but you got to eat.
Yeah,
the food's free,
and you're not. What?
There's literally like a 24-hour buffet.
Who pays for that?
That rules.
Donations. There's people constantly coming in, bringing in food.
There are people
restaurants
injecting
around.
money now.
People. There's a lot of people donating money. Like they have something like $65,000 already, and. The thing is that what concerns me is we don't know who actually is controlling this money. This is the thing. Like,
of course,
right now it's
corruption.
Of course, it's got that
That'd be hilarious.
Because right now it's a democracy, and like every night there's a meeting, and there's everyone yells out. It's chaotic, right? People do
Who
this
runs
thing.
it?
Nobody. That's the thing. Is like,
but who started this? Do you even know that?
No one.
Someone on Facebook.
Knows.
It's fucking Lord of the Flies.
It really is.
That's why
it's wild.
Hilarious.
I find this really, really fascinating. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know how this plays out, but
it's its own self-sufficient little community. Like we have unlimited food, we have blankets and sleeping bags.
Where do you go,
we
Judy?
have doctors at McDonald's.
They let you shit?
Yeah.
But that's corporation.
How long is
that's
the
a corporation?
I know, that's what's so ironic about it.
Yeah, it's a publicly traded company.
McDonald's.
Letting your shit.
That's funny.
You know what McDonald's does in this world?
I know. That's the only place you can go to the bathroom.
They're probably killing protesters and serving them.
Right.
So wait, how long is the fucking shit line at McDonald's?
Sometimes when it's crowded, it's like 20 people. If you're lucky at night, it's like 4 or 5 people. It's not too bad.
You get the shit there?
What about
just out of courtesy, you don't shit. Really.
Where do you shit?
I mean, I don't shit down there. I shit here usually.
I would shit.
Fuck yeah.
We shit here too from 6 to 10.
What about the locals? They hate you guys.
They, you don't see them much, but I mean, supposedly it's a residential community, so that's why we're supposed to not make a lot of noise after 11. But of course, you know, it's a bunch of young people, so people are up all night drinking, smoking pot, and it's
No flash mobs, though. No fucking real beatings. Maybe a few incidents, but
it's
how well
really-
certain
it's
people
peaceful,
behave.
I mean,
And what
of
about
course.
the business suit guys? You see them at all? Coming and going?
Yeah, you see them walking by. There's, I mean, there's guys that come through in suits, like they come from work and they come down. It's a lot more diverse than the media portrays it. It's not all white people. It's not all young people. You got a lot of old hippies. You got a lot of people come from work. You got black people. You got people, Europeans that don't even speak English. You got people speaking Spanish. You know, illegal immigrants. So it's pretty diverse. I mean, I guess the majority
cause. Yeah.
Yeah, the majority is white. Hippies, but
But where are you getting your money from?
for
I know you're eating for free, and you're sleeping down there every night?
not every night. Last night was the first.
What'd
night.
you do? Sleep in a sleep bed with no pillow? I need
I
fucking
just-
feather pillows.
No, I
Jimmy
just-
needs a pillow to protest.
I saw some pictures.
Yeah.
Man. They got
What the fuck is that monster?
Oh no, that was good. Oh,
God.
that's that woman that got the face transplant
From who?
that's the face transplant lady.
Fucking
from fucking Muggsy.
puppets? Yeah.
Mash, eh?
Exactly. She's a Dick Tracy villain.
They
No
gave her,
face.
She didn't even look
they
real.
gave her a Yoko Ono face.
That was
Yoko Ono.
odd, man.
Yeah, but I mean, do you come from a wealthy family?
Not wealthy. I mean, they're pretty well off. I
How
mean,
do you
like
get- how do
to
you
pay
get-
for this whole Opie and Anthony experience here, I took out a $5,500 loan.
See,
So-
that's going to cost you about 12 by the time you pay it
Probably.
back.
But where did you sleep? You slept in a sleeping bag?
Yeah, no, I borrowed some blankets from people, so I just laid out blankets
On the
slept
dirty
one.
ground? I
Yeah,
could never
just-
do
just-
that.
Jimmy,
Why?
you gotta be a
On the
little.
sidewalk? People
Yeah.
pissing shit
You gotta
on
be a
there.
little dirty
I
to
used
be
my
able to go down
backpack
there.
as a pillow.
Oh, I would never be. I would just be awake all night.
And he's more awake than us.
Yeah, I know. You probably had a more restful sleep than I did.
I
after
don't
fucking.
understand this.
How do you think there's room service in beds, Jimmy? Like
I
fucking
don't.
hotel.
Here's the rule. You want me down there? Fine. Mr. Norton has to have feather pillows.
Right. Kenny will call ahead for you.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what these kids are doing.
Yeah.
Jim, they're fucking. It's dirty.
No bullhorn usage when Mr. Norton's trying to sleep.
And you know he'll just stand over you the whole night, making
Yeah.
sure they comply.
All right, that's.
Oh, this is a look into the whole thing from a guy that's down there.
Well,
right?
yeah. At least now we got firsthand knowledge of.
And you don't seem like a stupid kid.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he's well thought out,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
relaxed, and has some things to say.
Now I want to know
just
more
like
about the Federal
fact that he-
Reserve.
I like the fact that he diddled some chick. Sure.
And I like that he's being
I
honest
did.
about the
It
whole
was,
thing.
it was
Stink finger.
incredibly smelly.
Is your hairy pussy?
She has
No,
to be
no.
just like.
Smooth?
Was that last
Yeah.
night?
No, this was Saturday night.
Yeah.
She's got to be a little dirty.
Well, next time
down
you
there,
bring
yeah.
those dirty fingers in here.
That makes me go,
I tried, like, I fingered her, and then I tried, I was rubbing her hand on my cock, and she, like, got all freaked out, and she was like, I think we're moving a little too quickly.
Oh, really? You had
Quickly.
fingers
Yes, sir.
in her.
Did you kiss her?
Yeah, and she had with the weirdest, she kissed, like, she put her chin up, and, like this, like, you're
fish?
like, she literally put her chin up, so she would kiss, like, on my top lip, my upper lip. It was the strangest thing.
The fuck is she doing?
Yeah, it was very
Where's she
strange.
from?
She was from Hartford, and she's like, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I smell. I've been living on the streets for like 3 weeks.
Did you get her? Did you get her?
Damn! Fantastic.
Pussy that hasn't been washed in
3 weeks.
Fucking great.
This kid rocks.
Yeah.
And he's not a bad looking kid, but
Filthy pussy.
Her fucking asshole opens. It probably sounds like linoleum being rolled out.
what the fuck, man?
Velcro. Yeah.
So did you get her number?
No,
Number.
no.
But wait, how do people charge their cell phones down there?
They have outlets.
Oh, they
Yeah.
where?
I don't know how
They
they
wired
do it,
him
but
into
they have
the
outlets.
fucking power poles.
Yeah, there's a
light
whole
bulb.
area of like people just sitting on their computers at night, and just so they can go on Twitter and update their YouTubes and shit.
God, but you must get your computer dirty. I would hate to bang my laptop around the sidewalk. I'm not meant for protest.
Jimmy is
No,
not
you're not
meant
meant
for
for that.
this
no,
kind of thing.
I'm
No.
not very fly by the seat of my pants.
No, huh?
I like a gentleman's existence.
Well, this is quite interesting because I don't know how this ends.
Yeah.
I
that's-
neither do I.
Because the police can't just march in and fucking crack skulls and get them out of there.
there will-
That's what people
Or
are
if they
speculating,
do,
though.
or if they do, that's that's going to just really get people fucking
Here's the
riled.
two ways it can end.
Okay.
Look, the city's got to run. Here's what you people have to do, or else we are going to have to take measures to clear out this park and the streets. Or I have a feeling
Winter.
when the temperature dips,
Okay, you're right.
People are going to fucking go home.
yeah.
I think that's what they're hoping
it's,
for.
When it's 10 degrees out, it's going to be a little hard to be, hey,
Rah,
the world
rah, rah.
is for watching us freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pussy's going to be
Yeah.
really cold.
Yeah.
Although people are planning to bring in like radiators and shit. But here's the thing, like about these protests going back to like the 60s and 70s, always a police tactic they do is they put plants in the crowd, right? And so
That's
what?
nice. It's kind of a good feeling. Have a little bit of nature.
Jimmy, no, he
Shouldn't
means
that be a
they
chip line?
Yeah, so I
Plant
thought
someone.
of doing it as Chip, and I just said no. He's right though.
But
Oh, Chip, Jimmy.
And how is your shirt not wrinkled?
I don't know.
It's very wrinkled.
He's got a collared
Permanent
shirt
press.
on.
Permanent press.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they'll put plants in the crowd and they'll have them say, "Oh, fuck the police," and they'll have them start fights with the police and start throwing shit at the police, and that'll give them an excuse to
Now,
come
how do you
in.
know that they're plants?
Yeah.
You don't see? That's the thing.
But then how do you know that?
We know they're there, but we don't know who is.
But how do you know they are?
How do you know they're not genuine protesters?
Because there's always it's
Like, could
just
that
a
be
tactic.
protesters just saying, "Hey, those guys are
Could be an
plants,"
instigator.
to excuse
Absolutely.
bad?
And that's the thing. We
don't know.
can never know.
And how would the cops know? Wouldn't they just rack the heads of the plant?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's always been a tactic.
Oh,
Yeah.
it probably has been.
Well, they did that in Egypt, right?
to infiltrate.
Yeah, I think so.
They had some plants in Egypt.
And with like the whole
Are
Brooklyn
you guys
Bridge,
looking at Egypt as something to look up to?
Not really. I mean, maybe for some people. I mean, I don't know. It seemed a lot more chaotic than this. Is pretty peaceful, and it's really just a bunch of people hanging out and playing music, and
It really is just a hang.
it really is. It's not
the-
as violent as the Egypt thing, and it's not meant to be. I think it's a lot more productive if it's peaceful, because if it's violent, it's gonna end quickly and badly. Because they have all the guns. We don't.
Yes, we do. Oh,
Someone told me, by the way, that there's 600 million privately owned weapons in the United States.
that's nice, right?
Which, yeah, if there was ever going to be a revolution, it does give you hope.
Well, yeah, that's true. It does well
I mean-
against howitzers and shelling from 5 miles away.
Right.
I think
In
the
the-
government's got.
In the end, they got the bigger guns.
The
so,
thing
yeah.
is, a true revolution, you need
The
the
army.
military to come over to your
Yeah,
side.
absolutely.
That's why when people say, what are you going to do with your guns? The army's got this. Like, no, when it happens like that, that's when the military comes over and says, yeah, fuck this government, and kind of helps out. That's
Yeah.
a dumb argument. But a lot of guns. People love their guns here in America.
I mean, I guess for a guy like you probably wouldn't have a reason to have to turn against the government unless
No, I
you really
don't.
got to the
No,
point where
I-
society was breaking down.
No, I can't stand how the government taxes the living shit out of me. I don't like that at all. And with no accountability, I don't know where my
Right.
money's going.
I mean, it's a scam.
Corruption.
It's an absolute scam.
It's being used for shit that I never fucking. My representative is not representing me. I don't know I don't know who the fuck they're representing.
Themselves.
I go through. I want to do something to my house, and I got to go through all kinds of hoops and permits and shit, and pay more money out. And I think to myself, okay, so a representative went to Washington, or a representative went to the local, politicians and said, here's what we have to do. We have to make it very expensive for someone to put up a fence around their yard. It's like, really? Does that represent what the people really wanted? Did the people go, hey, I elected you. By the way, could you charge me a fucking insane amount of money and make it really difficult to build anything on my property? And then you start thinking that and think, they're not representing me.
Right.
They're representing their next gig.
Right. Why do you think they do it? It's more money.
Yeah, it's
And less freedom. I mean, if it takes you all this bullshit to just build a fucking fence on your property, then you're going to be like, hey, fuck it,
Yeah,
and not even do it.
We've talked about it a lot. There's the freedom in this country it's a joke
bullshit.
because you're not
You don't-
free to
you
do
don't-
anything.
You don't own anything.
Go ahead, go hunting.
In the end.
Go hunting.
Right.
And I don't mean go where they say where the permits are and get a permit. I mean just go out on Long Island, grab a shotgun, and just go hunting. Watch how fast you're locked up.
Right.
Now, that should be a freedom. I don't know. You know.
Fuck that.
How about walk, just go...
You're going too far with it because you've had this experience. Try just taking a tree out of your yard.
Yeah.
On your property that you supposedly own because you bought the house and the property, or try putting a fucking pool in.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean
you
the
don't
hunting
actually
thing
own it.
is a good analogy,
you don't own
but
shit.
but it's even dumber shit that's going on.
You could buy your house, and then they could completely take it away if you don't pay the taxes on it. And it's like, wait, but I bought the house.
Right.
Yeah, but it's on our property. No, it's mine. I bought it. Nah, not really.
Why is it
See, we're
your-
going to tax it, and if you can't pay the taxes, then we're going to take all your shit.
Why is it?
Oh,
why
I
is it
get
you're never done paying? I don't understand that
Yeah.
concept.
Basically, they charge you just to stay alive. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Hey, Matt, a couple things because I just checked my Twitter. A, are you an Obama guy?
No, absolutely
Were
not.
you ever an Obama guy?
I was. I actually did fall for the trap, and the night he won, I went around with the girl I was with.
Never heard him called traps
We
before.
drove through the ghetto and honked the
Start
horn.
using that
Yeah,
one.
Obama, fuck yeah, and it was all
Then
bullshit.
you got mugged. That would have been hilarious.
Did you get a
yeah,
good-
Obama, yeah, come here, motherfucker.
Did you get a good fingering in because Obama won?
I'm sure I did.
Kid
you get
loves to
stink
finger.
fingers
fingers again.
He really does. That's why his
call
hand
you
was out the window in the
stink
ghetto. He wasn't waving about Obama's fucking fingers smelled like fucking turtle food.
He's the fingering kid.
Oh, yeah.
Kid. And who would you vote for next?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Not Ron Paul? You sound like a Ron Paul guy.
No, not even Ron Paul. Because I have a feeling with Ron Paul, he's like meant to be the crazy guy on the fringe of the system, but he's still within the system. So if he were to ever get elected, which he would never, ever fucking be elected, they would never let that happen. But even if he was, the things that he says he's going to do would never happen.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
You really can't. I mean, the system's not meant to change.
He's important to get elected, though. I'll tell you why. Because if a guy like Ron Paul gets elected, he is seen on the fringe of the system, but he's seen far enough outside the norm where it would be, hey, this is a possibility.
It would help.
So you think
would help.
you think Congress would just sign off on all this crazy shit?
No. But
So he'd sit there like Obama's sitting there, not able to do anything.
But he's also a very eloquent. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to the economy, and he seems the type of guy that is would be very difficult to not act on because he has a great rebuttal for whatever it is you're not doing, and he answers questions very directly.
See, I don't think he'll ever be elected.
You're probably right. He's very old.
The thing is, though,
Doesn't
is
have a shot
the
at it.
president doesn't actually have the ultimate authority in this country. That's what
we
people
don't
don't
believe-
realize.
No, I think
There's
more
a lot of
people
people
starting to realize that.
above the president. There's a guy, Obama's advisor is Zbigniew Brzezinski, and he's a guy who's on the Trilateral Commission and the Council for Foreign Relations. He's one of the elite. He's one of the most powerful people in the world. So Obama's taking his orders from this guy, who's taking his orders from even more powerful people at the
But
very top.
is it taking orders though as an advisor though?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. It's more than that. He's literally a puppet. He's literally an actor, and all presidents are. They have no power themselves.
I kind of believe a lot of that.
I don't think it's so much this kind of mystical little pyramid of people. I think it's a partisan Congress that can't do anything with each other. They're just looking for their next gigs. They don't want to do anything that the other party brings up, because then when election rolls around, they go, well, look what he did. He was against the party, so don't vote for him.
Well, of course, it's designed to be that way as well. It's supposed to be two sides.
But it was supposed to be a
that-
checks and balance kind of
Right.
thing, but it's just turned into we will never let you get a bill through because it just makes our side look bad.
But that is by design. That's not by accident. It's supposed to be like just all tied up where nothing is ever going to get done. And then you have the illusion that there are two sides, and that next election you have a chance of putting someone else in who's going to change things. But of course, we saw with Obama, it was all bullshit, and it's always going to be all bullshit. So you got to remember, with this next election, whatever any of them say, it's all bullshit.
I think Obama was sincere in wanting to change things. I really believed him just as a guy.
Yeah,
but
I can't even believe that much. I think he was just full of shit, wanted to be president.
Nah, I don't
They
feel
all
that way
are.
about him. I didn't feel he was totally full of shit. I don't feel Jimmy Carter was full of shit. Like
No, Jimmy Carter, I know, was a guy that legitimately cares about people and hoped for the best. And boy, one of the worst presidents we ever have.
Pat
Look how that
Oswalt
ended
raised a
up.
good
He
point.
builds a good house, though, Ant. He
Yes,
builds
he
a
does.
good house.
You can't have someone like that as president.
No, a guy. Patton's point was, and I wish I had thought of it. Was
General?
Yes, actually, about you can't fight in the army if you're a yellow belly.
Yes.
No,
Smack you in the face.
Was that it was that it was the nice guys, the guys who aren't ruthless, don't make effective presidents. You have to be fairly. And Clinton was a Democrat, but he seems like a pretty fucking ruthless guy.
Yeah.
I've heard stories he was a fucking screamer and a relatively.
Well, he was
brutal-
in during the whole Bosnia thing, and the debacle in Somalia.
You can't imagine Clinton being a screamer.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying you can't imagine.
I know somebody involved with one of his organizations, and they said they were walking like there was a sectioned off area for Clinton and his people to walk. And the guy I know was on the other side of that sectioned off area, but it was still a secure area.
Al Gore.
What's that? No, it was Tipper.
Fucking Al Gore.
I was actually me. I was in a girl outfit massaging Al Gore, and he was asking for his glutes and receptors to be tugged.
Receptors.
Yeah, he was using proper language. The gluteus needs to be. So, and the guy said that he's never heard anybody scream like Clinton was screaming. It was something over routing, and he said he was just motherfucking. It was a private area.
I'm bummed.
Supposedly he was a brutal guy.
Yeah, I'm bummed I didn't
nice.
ask him when I met him and got that picture. I should have asked him about that.
I'm bummed he didn't scream at you, so you knew from firsthand.
Yeah.
Get this guy away from me.
Fuck away from me.
Like
Jimmy
supposedly,
now dreams about me and the Clinton
dude.
picture. It's got that bad.
I talked about it on stage last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, 'cause somebody I said something about I said about my dream, and someone yelled, "Yeah, Opie's Obama picture" at the Comedy
Just
Cellar.
yell things
So I'm
out.
like, "Yeah," I have to explain to the audience, like, "Yeah, my friend Opie's got a better picture than me," and they just didn't give a fuck. Like, so what?
But Jimmy obsessed.
It's not a part of my life.
About it a
I
little
have to
bit.
think about it.
Matt, you're not the gatekeeper, are you?
the gatekeeper. No, I'm not
Okay,
the gatekeeper.
all right. I just want to make sure.
No, the keeper's not gay. The gay
no,
keeper.
Chip.
Oh fuck, Matt! Good first appearance. Good,
Yeah.
good radio voice.
That's
You-
why he was laying outside, because he's Matt.
you got your.
Oh, good one. That was a good
Hey,
one.
Chip's great.
I should
like
be
that.
protesting, cracking
You
everybody
got your
up.
thoughts together. I don't know. I believe some of the shit, but at least you got your thoughts. And,
One thing about the presidents is you gotta take a look at where these guys come from. Clinton, he came from an elite background.
A little town named Hope.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, of
course it is.
Look where he studied. He studied at the London School of Economics.
Yeah.
That's where all these presidents, they always study at the London School of Economics, and they all come from elite background. Even Obama. The whole story about him coming out of nowhere in the political spectrum, it's not true.
Harvard.
This guy has been, for 20 years probably, they've been preparing him to be president.
Yeah, it's
So,
not like fucking young Abe Lincoln coming
It's-
from his log
It's
cabin.
not, and who knows even
But
where
I
he
don't-
came from. He might have been an elite himself.
I don't
know where
believe
he
that
came
he was
from.
being prepared for
Budinsky.
president for 20 years, though.
Yeah.
'Cause Who,
I
who
think
are they
they all
preparing now? I mean, you look at the Republican candidates.
They
no one
probably
is- no one
already
is-
know who the next president's going to be, and we just don't
Now,
know
they
yet.
would have better. I'm telling you, if that's what they were doing, I don't believe that. Only because there's such transparency, and it's so easy to see how full of shit they are right now. If they've been preparing for people doing this stuff, then they did not prepare for the way information is passed, because too many people are now questioning things, and that's the, you know what I mean? Too many
Yeah.
people are
People
talking
are
about the Federal
questioning.
Reserve, but it's like too many people, and people can find out things instantly now. It's just not as easy, I guess it was.
But
50
it's
years
still
ago.
a small minority. I mean, look at Wall Street. Even if we have 10,000 people down there, there's 10 million people in this city. It's still a very, very small minority. And even the media coverage, I mean, you would think that this would be the biggest story of the day, still, civil unrest in New York City. But no, they hide it. It's
Well, no, it's not that. They're starting to kind of do stories on it finally.
They were leaving it alone because it just seemed like, a bunch of fucking people smoking weed in the park and kind of mouthing off.
Fingering
But
dirty
now
shit.
now that the cops are starting to rack some head, it gets a little more exciting and they start covering it. That's how the news is.
Peaceful protests are not interesting.
No,
That
they
is
suck.
true.
Only shit being thrown through the Starbucks window or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah,
After
that's what it
after
is.
the Brooklyn Bridge thing, when 800 were arrested, that's when the
Right.
news coverage really started.
Yeah, that's when
ramping
they
up.
started covering
Wow.
shit.
And supposedly about that, from everything I heard, is that the police really did corral people onto the bridge.
You didn't see that one thing where they were warning
Well,
people?
of course they're going to put out a video like
Well,
that.
then of course
but
they're
if-
going to put out things that said they corralled them
Well,
onto the
exactly.
bridge.
But, I
And-
mean-
and by the way, there were people in the street. It's like, get off the fucking street! People are trying to drive. I'm trying to get home.
There were a shitload of people. There were like 5,000 people marching. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you confine them all to a sidewalk?
Well, that's just it. You're not supposed to fucking march 5,000 people across a bridge that people are supposed to drive on.
See, that's
and if
what-
you do, you're going to be arrested.
That's why I have a feeling whoever was leading this march, we have no idea who
Plant?
was. Yeah.
That's the plant.
I really think they were, because the police had paddy wagons. They had buses ready.
Hey, Patty Wagon.
Yeah.
They
Like
had
still
buses
call them
ready
that.
to make these mass arrests, and they carry around these zip ties.
Yeah,
They're
the
these-
zip strip cuffs.
They were ready to make 1,000 fucking arrests.
Can I want to read this tweet. Walk of Shame Band. Your intern had me liking him until he said he was voting for nobody. Way to make your voice heard by protesting, douche. There's a lot of people that make their voice heard by not voting.
Yeah.
What is wrong with not voting? That means you don't like anybody.
Exactly, and I think
Why do you have to be forced to vote for someone maybe you sort of might possibly like?
You shouldn't. I think it's better to stay out of the voting system itself. And
The fucking great George Carlin didn't vote.
Yeah.
And he was no dummy.
Well, I think he realized that it doesn't do anything. I mean, the systems, it's a very small, you only have a very small number of choices. Even if you vote for Ron Paul in this upcoming election, you know he's not going to win. I mean, he'll be like Ross Perot was back in 92 or whatever.
That's the only time I ever voted was for Ross Perot.
Yeah, but, so what are you going to do? You're going to
blew it
take
with the
votes
vice
away from
president
another
thing,
guy.
man.
Yeah, you're just going to be a spoiler.
Right.
Yeah.
Stockdale, yeah. He's never good,
Stockdale,
yeah.
wow, man.
But he
Yeah.
also got weird. Ross Perot got weird at one point.
But Ross Perot had all that heat, and then he picked Stockdale, who was just fucking out of his mind.
And he got nutty. He got
Ross
nutty.
Ross did?
Yeah, he was doing amazingly well.
Vast right-wing conspiracy.
Yeah, he got too crazy, and people like, hey, they tried to disrupt my daughter's birthday party. Shut up.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
What a hoot that guy was.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Matt, thank
Thanks,
you.
Matt.
All
Good
right,
job.
thanks,
we got,
guys.
we got
Yeah,
Jim
yes.
Jeffries coming in and William Shatner at 9:30, and you're going to be down there tonight.
Yeah, I'll be back down there.
So let's get a report
All
from
right.
Matt tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
Really
good.
keep your eyes and ears open, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep your eyes open, especially when they're spraying mace in them. Okay? Yeah, you just keep those
Yeah,
open.
but the kids fingering girls, you gotta
Maybe you could
appreciate
ask the
that.
cop for some mace for your fingers. Like, hey, officer, could you just spray my fingers, man? This chick's filthy.
Yeah, then you put it in the cunt.
Oh, shit.
Wow, that was rough.
Mace fingers in her cunt.
That's a little
It's a
harsh.
great name for a fucking alternative band.
I love that she actually said I stink because I've been out here for 2
Was her
weeks.
breath bad?
No, not really, actually.
Let's go.
Hey, you got that Carlin voting thing, man? 'Cause
By the way, what genius bit that is.
I love fucking Carlin and that he openly said he didn't vote. Maybe he voted, but in general, he never voted.
It's the reveal of, like, because he takes something that we all know the answer to. Like, we all know the pat answer to what he says. I don't vote, so you can't complain. And the reveal of how he doesn't vote is fucking brilliant. He just changes your logic in that one moment.
Yeah.
I respect people more for not voting because I think it's making a statement of that I don't even want to choose between these choices you've given me. I want something different.
I get a lot of shit because I say I don't vote. I almost voted for Obama. It came close where I was like, holy fuck, I might vote for the first time.
Well, it's good you didn't fall in the trap.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
you know what? In the end,
fuck,
I
got
didn't.
fooled.
In the end, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
I like voting. It's fun.
Yeah, and that's fine too.
Pull
I'm
the
not.
lever.
Machine.
A
You get
little
to see
private booth.
stupid people.
I get scared I'm not going to do it right. I just panic. I don't know where to go. Am I registered? What, do I pull the lever? Is it embarrassing? Are people going to laugh at me? You did it wrong. What are all these fucking names on here? How do I do it?
He's looking for a hole in the curtain. Put his,
We got it, man.
I know.
I absolutely respect people that want to vote and go out and vote. I absolutely do. But you know, there's a reason a lot of people don't vote. It's not just laziness.
No, I think it's mostly
They're
laziness.
smart.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth. Don't
think
give,
most-
pe-
and
don't
is
give
that
people
why-
that much credit.
And that's why I get shit. Then I'm lumped into the lazy. But maybe
People are
there are
lazy.
people out
Maybe
there
you're
that don't
smart.
vote because they don't fucking like the choice.
I think that's the majority of the people that are lazy.
I
Then
probably
there's the
would have to
people
agree with you.
That actually have this knowledge of the system and say, no, why am I going to be a part of that? And then there are the people that just go, hey, well, I'll pull the lever for this motherfucker.
Seems like the local voting is way more important.
Local elections.
Yeah, local
Yeah,
elections
at least you have a little bit more of a
seem a
say
little
in
more
that.
important. But all right, you got the Carlin thing.
Thing.
Oh boy, he rocked.
Oh,
us out.
E-Rock.
He had an hour to.
Do you
find
have it?
No, I don't have
We've
it.
played
Why
it.
don't you? He just asked for it.
No,
you
I
haven't
don't.
been looking for it.
We've played
I
it
have been
before.
looking for it.
Sir,
We
I do
played it
not
many
have
times before. Were you paying attention?
Yes.
What were you doing?
What
He's
did,
so poor he can't pay attention.
what did Matt summarize what Matt said in the last 45 minutes if you were paying attention?
He fingered a girl and he hates the government.
A plus.
A plus on your. on your pop quiz.
On your thesis. Good job.
I fucking love the new E-Rock.
I know.
E-Rock
Do you have it,
really
though?
doesn't give a
I
shit.
might know the name.
I don't know the name.
Hold
of
on.
the track.
I have it on my. I'll give you a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
George Carlin. And it's called.
I fingered a girl. I hate the government. What a great comedy
That's
track that
E-Rock's
would be.
summation.
Oh, wait. It might be
Oh,
called.
did he smash me?
Is it. Hold on. It might be. Is it the end of Back in Town? There's a bit called Random Hostility. I want to see if it's on Back in Town. Free Floating Hostility. I don't know if it's on there. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second.
I'm looking down here to see if anybody pops it up.
Yeah, I
but
don't know where it is. It's not
these
on Your Old
people don't
Disease.
seem to be,
Oh, my God.
Is it Back in Town? Is that the one I'm looking at? Yeah, but that's probably on the end of Free Floating Hostility, which is a 17-minute bit.
I found it.
He's screaming.
God, anyone that tweets me boring gets a fucking one-way ticket to Block Island. What's wrong with you?
Shit.
This is real shit going on in the world.
I think it's interesting. We're talking to a guy
Of course it
has a nice voice. He's a nice boy.
And just
He
in
likes
case
to-
you're not into it, he's talking about fingering dirty pussy. How do you not listen to this shit?
That was probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Right there. Love that.
Dirty pussy and where your fingers
Love
smell.
the fingering.
How'd you get the
dirty
smell out of
pussy.
your fingers? Because I back in the day, I had a problem with that too.
Yeah, with McDonald's, wash my hands. But I always like to.
No, sometimes washing doesn't take care of it. That's what I'm getting at.
If it's not excessively smelly like this one, I won't wash just so I can smell it all day.
Yeah, you
But-
need a little carry around with.
Yeah, I love that. Just
What's
yeah,
worse than a
reminder.
sour sour milk pussy? Old fucking yeast underpants.
Leave it up to Jimmy to take the sexiness out of it.
You ever smell a sour milk pussy though?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Sour milk pussy.
terrible.
Man, have
That's
you been
pretty
with
bad.
some people?
Yay.
I had a dirty pussy girlfriend in college, man. It was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I don't mind a little stink.
I guess maybe if I cut my nails, maybe that would help because I think it gets under the nails.
What are you scraping, taking fucking samples?
Yeah, he's
Ah,
giving
dude,
her a pap smear.
Fucking had a brush and was scrubbing out my nails. It was
Some
so
of them,
bad.
some of them, I think it's like a permanent thing,
Yeah.
and then others, it's just because they haven't showered in a little while.
There's an actual thing that happens.
Vaginosis.
Is it vaginosis?
Vaginosis. It's when there's a fluid collects under the labia and it smells like garbage juice. You can wash it all you want, but it's just the nature of the cell structures. The cells collect and it begins to coagulate.
Oh, fuck.
Let me
what is
see,
that?
Dan.
A leaky
Ah,
sock.
God damn it.
Oh, Jesus
See, I
Christ.
hate when I see a white pussy like that. That looks like a yeast infection.
Oh, my God.
Either that or it's got fucking fungus on it. Probably yeast.
God.
And women will say, "Look at me, I'm coming." It's like, no, you're not. That's fucking your pussy has eye boogies in it.
Nothing worse than
Your pussy just wake up.
nothing worse than a pussy that oozes mayonnaise.
It's terrible. You can almost hear it yawning.
Maybe it's just got like cum in it from like a month ago.
Yeah, maybe. I'd hope so.
All right, man.
Or spider web.
It's Matt's show now.
I know.
Let's
Yeah,
put him
what's
on the
this show
fucking
called?
billboard.
The Matt and Jim and Aunt Nove and Danny show or something?
Good one, Chip.
We should have Matt do the shit hour. Sam's not here today.
Oh,
do the shit
yeah,
out.
there you go.
Where is Sam? I don't know.
Sam? Very, very mysterious.
Hopefully getting a Steve Jobs-like diagnosis.
Steve Jobs.
I didn't want to make fun of Steve Jobs, so I said Steve.
Steve Jobs.
I really did trip on that fucking Igor Zolcham.
Steve Jobs.
Hey, E-Rock, would you help Matt through the shit hour today?
Sure. if
You could do
want.
like a whole Occupy Wall Street type hour or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll think about it. We'll see if it makes sense. Hey, George Carlin to break. Jim Jeffries next.
Yeah.
And William Shatner at 9:30.
So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote, and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who In fact, did not even leave the house on election day. I'm in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.
Good boy phone and your naughty boy phone, your naughty boy phone and your good boy phone, your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone, naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. Your good boy phone is when you're home with the old crow, and your naughty boy phone is when nobody's home and that little fucking whore from Canada blows up your phone. It's your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone, your naughty boy phone and your good boy phone, your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone, naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. I like the naughty boy phone.